Over 15 murders happen in the US every second. That is a well scary percentage. And when the coppers can't handle it, they're calling this special branch called the FBI.
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. City boy! All right, we in Ollie G land, and it's crazy. I think he did an interview with the FBI. People were tapping in my last video with Wifey. My reaction to Ollie G on feminism, they're like, yo, he went to the FBI and did like some type of interview. So, dude, this dude's a freaking character. Now, there's no way. How many? Hold on real quick. How many murders happen in America a year? Let's see. I'm sure it's up there. How would that rank per hour? Let's see if it, because he said every second. And I was like, that's crazy. If we take the most recent full year data, which is 24, so basically 25,000 homicides in 2021, we can break it down. That's 68 homicides per day, 2.83 homicides per hour. It's interesting. Anyways, I'm sure he was joking because he's a comedian or whatever, and that's a joking stat. But that did get me kind of like thinking, right? That's why I just looked it up. It's pretty wild. Now, I'm also checking this out because we're in 2025. It's America. I live in America. Y'all, a lot of people across the pond watch my content, but a lot of Americans watch it. And I just think it's interesting because there's a new FBI, head of the FBI, right? Kash Patel, I believe. Let me know if I got that incorrect. The only thing, I keep hearing this name, Kash Patel and Bondi, and I'm not really familiar with the female Bondi like that. All I know is, they're like, we're going to release these files, for the EP to the Steen, and that hasn't happened yet. And now there's all these redactions and stuff, which would kind of basically imply that they're covering certain things up. Not them personally, but whoever's giving. It's just weird, man. It's like all these people are rooting, like, yo, drain the swamp, the deep state. And I think even people on the left, even though they hate Trump, they are pro, like, yeah, if we can get the deep state hurts everyone, right? And it's unfortunate that people can't agree that, like, yo, the deep state, corporations, lobbyists, big pharma, blah, blah. Because I think all of us on the left and right would agree that stuff tampers with our constitutional republic and, the democratic system. Anyways, this should be fun, though. That's why I'm watching it. Because why go deep on some political bullshit that's not really going to make my life better or worse, per se? Let's just have some fun with it and watch Ollie G go to the FBI. So here we go. If y'all here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's ride. Let's ride.
So what actually is the FB?
The FBI is the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's about 80 years old. It was created in the early part of this century.
What is interrogation?
Interrogation really means questioning a suspect.
Yo, this reminds me of a Key and Peele, the substitute teacher joint, where he's like, hey, Ron, D-nice. Anyways.
When I need to find some info from like Little Rick or whatever, take his head, put it down, and excuse me French, I do a gaff on his head, and then he will speak. Do you think you could use something like that?
When we're trying to interrogate a suspect, we use a certain amount of psychological pressure.
But if that failed, would you not consider guffing on someone's head?
No. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
I've seen.
But it doesn't happen nearly as often as the movies would make you think.
Yo, is this a real interview with a real FBI agent? Now I'm concerned. That's crazy. If it is, and he just admitted to that bro, wasn't this a syndicated show at some point? Ollie G is popping. Wow. Okay, let me listen. Open my ears. Let me listen here.
That you're engaged engaging in criminal activity. And you're using...
How would you know?
Well, say one of my informants tells me. They tell me, you know...
From Berkshire Police?
You know, or someone on the street that I know tells me that they think that you're selling drugs out of your apartment, out of your flat.
That ain't true.
No, but if one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs...
Who?
No, just for example, if one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs, and then another one, and then another one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs, then we can take that information and go to a judge and say, we have reason to believe that Ali is selling drugs.
I ain't.
No.
Who's been grassing me out?
Yo, I'm losing my mind right now. Are these real interviews with real people? Because it would seem that way. That dude is mad serious, and then his character is so ignorant, but it's amazing. Holy smokes. They're about to play some music and get back into it.
So, do you do stuff with the Mafia?
Yeah, we organized crime, we refer to it as. One of the more day-to-day kinds of crimes that the Mafia is famous for is stealing shipments of merchandise.
For real?
So if you and I hijack a truck full of Tommy Hilfiger sportswear, if you and I steal that merchandise and sell it on the street.
Why is he talking about this on camera? You know we're being filmed.
Oh, no, sure. But I mean, it happens all the time. This kind of thing goes on all the time. I mean, you and I make $25,000 a piece.
Do you want to talk about this afterwards?
No, I'm just using this as an example.
All right. Okay.
Just using to make a point.
It's crazy. He's just wearing FUBU. Bro, this was a different time, man. Damn, this is just making me smile, man. Oh, anyways. I wish I would have known about it, because like at the age I was when this came out, I probably would have enjoyed this. I didn't know much about the FBI and stuff back then. It depends. It depends on when this came out. I was starting to get hip. I remember the first time I heard Alex Jones was, I think, in 1999. 1999, right around there, or the year 2000. And that's how I started getting my information, yo. That's what's crazy. That's why people think I'm a nut. But see, the funny thing is, it's just funny because Alex Jones, anyways, I ain't talking about Alex Jones in this one, but it's just funny how things shift, because he wasn't always regarded as like right wing necessarily, because of he's just called certain things out. And so the left wing rocked with him for certain takes, you know, like the 9/11 take, let's say, and, you know, why we shouldn't be in war overseas, right? But then things shifted, and now it's interesting how people regard him as just like a right wing, like, I don't know, it's interesting. But that's about the time frame I think this was dropping, because the way he's dressed looks like that.
Okay, so what is third-degree murder?
If I come walking into my house and I find you there in bed with my wife.
That ain't never gonna happen. I swear to you today. I mean, I don't know what your wife looked like or whatever, but I would never do that to you. Even if you was my worst enemy or whatever, I would never do that.
Hypothetical. I'm so angry when I see this that I take my gun out and I shoot you, and then I shoot my wife.
Well, I'll shoot you first.
Yeah, right. No, you don't have a chance because I'm faster than you are.
For real, I was busy boning your missus.
And I have a gun and you don't. Right. So that's murder. I have no legal right to murder you because you're in bed with...
Just because his eye is slipping one in.
That's kind of trippy, because I think in some states you do have the right. I think some states you can get away with that. I forget what it's called, but you could definitely do that. You could definitely clap someone. You can clap someone who's clapping your wife's cheeks. You definitely can in certain states in America. That's facts.
Check this. We're now in a place called Ogan's Alley, which is part of the FB training thing, isn't it?
Yep. This is the FBI Academy's training complex. It was opened in 1987. The instructors in Hogan's Alley will teach you how to
how would we
knock
go
on the
in
door.
here?
It's the FBI. No, you can't kick the door. You don't come in. Once again, you are an employee of the FBI,
like
but that's in the movies.
So let's say I get someone here and I have to get down there. And then I still got another, and then It's a bug. It's a bug in here.
Comes from here.
It's a bug. This is not a real person. Just punch him in the face. Yeah, we're looking at. We're looking at. Shut up. Shut up. Take that look off your face. What is your job?
I'm the assistant director in charge of all the criminal investigations of the FBI.
I know you ain't.
Hold on, let's go back. Hold on.
What is your job?
I'm the assistant director.
Tom Pickard, assistant director of the FBI. Was Tom Pickard assistant director of the FBI at any point? Question mark. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. Excuse my language. Yes, Tom J. Pickard served as the deputy director of the FBI from 1999 to 2001. He was also the acting director of the FBI for a brief period in the year 2001 after Louis Freech stepped down and Robert Mueller took over. Holy smokes. So this is a real interview. That means the first... Yo, this is wild. This is absolutely incredible. Was Tom Pickard ever associated with any scandals in the FBI? Tom Pickard, during his time at the FBI, was not directly associated with any major scandals, but his tenure did coincide with a period of scrutiny for the FBI, especially after 9/11 attacks in 2001. Acting director of the FBI during 9/11 was Pickard. Bruh. And this was exactly, I told you by the way he was dressed, I was like, yeah, this is around, like, you know what I'm saying, when I started to get hip to some of this stuff, because I was getting hip to it through Alex Jones. This is wild, y'all.
In charge of all the criminal investigations of the FBI.
I know you ain't supposed to talk about it, but everyone out there wants to know about it. What is Studio 54?
That's a nightclub in New York City.
For real, but what's in the basement? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're...
You know what it's talking about, like long bodies, massive eyes, tiny nose, you know.
This fool says Studio 54 instead of Area 51. Wow. This dude is a freaking... Dude, this dude's kind of a comedic genius at some capacity. Wowzer.
Dong done in a knot, you know, big long fingers.
Is this something from the X-Files?
Dong, 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 dong. Do you ever get calls in about aliens and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, I've never got one.
Because my mate Ricky C, he was coming back from the staying station and he was going past the Elmsley Centre and he suddenly felt this thing grab him and, excuse me French, go up his exit hole. And the next day he found himself in this trolley at the back, you know, near the buses. How do you explain that?
I don't know anything about it, I'm sorry.
Young people out there, if they want to join the FB, what should they do?
They should stay away from drugs, they should go to college, and they should study hard.
And if they got none of those three, they got a chance?
They don't have much of a chance.
Technically, it seems like... Am I tripping? Let me know. I'm going off that last answer if he said they don't have a chance. But it would seem that certain people in certain positions would have that chance, right? Like maybe informant-style peoples, maybe people who are connected. Like you ever, and maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it's because of the movies, right? The movies are always like, yo, anyways, yeah. I mean, that's just wild that he actually did an interview with the real FBI. I thought this was all hoax. This dude's going out doing real interviews, y'all. Anyways, let me know what I got, what I missed. Holla.
City boy, city boy.